Hey guys, Curtis here with you today. Today I'm going over this beet powder. The company here is Human, or maybe Humane. See, got an extra N right there at the end, so not exactly sure how they want us to pronounce it. But that's the company, and this is the Super Beets Circulation Superfood. And this is a flavored one, original apple. And it says here it is a nitric oxide activator. Super Beets feeds your circulation by activating essential nitric oxide in the body. Let's see here, what else do we got? There's the ingredients: non-GMO beetroot powder, non-GMO beetroot powder. They listed that twice there. But the second one is fermented, so I guess it's kind of a different thing going on there. And then malic acid, magnesium ascorbate, natural apple flavor, and another big word here, rabutuside A. All right, I'm butchering all this. It looks like that is stevia, so I think that's like a sweetener there, or an artificial sweetener. I guess stevia I think is actually natural, but kind of falls under the the category of not being something that's going to increase the calories a whole bunch. Let's see, calories. We have 15 calories in a serving, and a serving is a teaspoon, which should weigh out to be 5 grams. Total fat 0, sodium 65, total carbs 4, total sugars 3, includes 0 grams of added sugar, protein 1. And we have some vitamin C, magnesium, manganese, potassium. I'm not going to keep listing every ingredient in here. It's going to take me forever. All right, so let's see what this stuff looks like. So this is a flavored beetroot powder. I've had quite a few different, get this thing open first. Got a good little lid on here. Get this open. But I've had quite a few different beetroot powders. I am relatively new to the flavored beetroot powders. Again, this one is original apple. Let's see what it looks like here on the inside. So that's what we're dealing with. And it does look like there's a scoop. That's always nice to have actual scoop in here. So that way you're not trying to fish around for the right size teaspoon or tablespoon where they're recommending here. And this was 1 teaspoon. So I'm assuming that's a 1 teaspoon measuring thing here. But one thing I have noticed about the flavored beetroot powders, and this I'm sure is not 100% guaranteed by any means here, but as a general rule, I do notice that they tend to dissolve a little bit better. I'm not sure if that's because they're processed more. I have no idea why, but that's something I have tend to notice just in general. Again, don't know about this brand yet, but as a general rule though, they do seem to dissolve a little bit better when they have the extra flavoring. Let's see, consistency of this, you can see it already kind of dissolved. That's just from the oil or the moisture on my skin there. That's what kind of caused that. But they do tend to dissolve a little bit better. The texture is a little bit more kind of grainy, more like, almost kind of like sugar. Whereas in the ones that have not sweetened, I noticed that they're more like a powdered sugar. So again, I don't know why, but that's something I have tend to notice with flavored ones. All right, so let me change this camera angle a little bit here so you can see how this dissolves. And I just prefer to use a butter knife when I stir things. That way, if any of the powder gets stuck on the side, it's easy to take kind of that flat bit there and just scrape it. Whereas if you're using a spoon or something, it's a little bit harder to get out. But it does look like it's dissolving really well. Let's see, going to the bottom, I do have a little bit of small chunk on the end of that knife. Again, I'm not stirring this super hard because I don't want to spill this all over the computer and all over myself here. But it does look like it's starting to dissolve pretty good. All right, so as far as the actual taste goes, let's see here. And this is a original apple, not sour apple. A lot of times when things are apple, they tend to be sour, but it doesn't look like this is going to be the case. Initial smell, I don't know if I really pick up a lot of apple. It's kind of a unique smell to it. Not really sure. Well, I guess the way to describe it would probably be beets and apples going to be the taste here, but I can't really pick up the beet or the apple. It's kind of a unique smell, at least to me. As far as the actual taste, That's pretty good. If you are not used to the flavored beetroot powders, the last one I had, it was very, very kind of sweet and tart. I would actually mix it in a glass twice this size just to try to restrain some of the sweetness and the tartness of it. This one here, it does seem to be much more balanced as far as flavor goes. I'm not picking up a very hard like candy taste the way I have with some other brands. It's a very mild sweetness, which I definitely appreciate. I'm not a big, huge sweet person. And carbs here, there are 4 carbs in a serving. So there is a little bit in there, but not a whole lot. And a lot of times that's where some of that sweetness will come from the artificial sweeteners and the carbs in there. But flavor-wise, I find this very pleasant. Again, it is pretty mild. If you've had like normal unflavored beetroot powder, there is a small natural sweetness to them, but not really that sweet. This is sweeter than a normal one, but not by much. So if you just want something just to try to enhance it a little bit, this is definitely going to be a winner for you. And as far as the flavor, again, I do enjoy it. I'm just not used to having apple flavor things. Usually it's sour apple. But all in all, very good. Again, it tastes good. It mixes very well. Again, it is mild enough that you can keep it in a small, short glass for the full kind of portion size. You don't have to double up on your water to try to choke it down. So, first impressions here, if you are looking for a new beetroot powder, so far so good on this one, I would highly recommend it. So I hope this helps somebody out there.